Oh my days.
This guy. Hello and welcome to the Voice semi-finals. I'm so excited. I think the reason I am is because of the growth of most of these talents. If I want to rate this episode, I would say I'll give it a 7.5, 8/10, because I was just impressed. Now let's talk about some of those interesting talents on The Voice Nigeria. First of all, Ketensha is back. Leola is still absent, and then we have Praise and also Nato C and Waji. So Ketensha comes up, and you remember that the audience had to vote for the talents that would stay and the talents that would go. So first of all, Ketensha comes in and calls Team Waji and Nato C. So for those who left, we had Tejiri and Amaka get evicted from the show. And then that means that Matthew, Asiola, Nicole, Brian, and Mars move on to the next stage. For Team Leola and Team Praise, we had Roselyn, Roland, and Jonah Claus get eliminated from the show. And then we had Gideon, Manuel, Mike Frost, Ben, Remy move on to the next part of the show. I mean, I was really excited to see these guys move on, and congratulations to them and all the best to those who got eliminated. I mean, it's never the end of the road. Now let's talk about the show live. Starting off with Team Praise, we have Shy but Not Shy singing You Waited by Travis Green. Are you ready to go to church? I won't even mince words. I would say that performance was inspiring.
And I realize you've been looking for me.
I like how he infused his own story into the song.
So confused and lost my mind. And you held my hand.
I'll just give it a very warm performance. I will rate it a warm performance. Moving on to the next performance for today, I have Ben singing I Believe I Can Fly by R. Kelly.
I can fly.
Ben performed that song.
I believe I can.
So far, I would say the performances took us to church. But one thing I would like to say about Ben is how he listens to what Praise said. Remember last week, Praise said Ben performed well, but he felt like that was not the best of Ben. So it's how Ben took that correction and went back to work on it. And I really like people like that. So I give it to him. Because if Praise did not say anything, I don't think we would have seen this part of Ben. It's always good to shake people up a little bit. On to the next performance, we have Remy singing Dance With My Father. Okay.
You would carry me.
I like how he had his dad's picture up as he sang.
I know you don't do it.
I was emotional, especially when he took off his cap.
So what can you say back?
After listening to Remy's performance, I would say that it felt like Remy was reaching out and asking that his dad comes back again. I mean, I can relate to it, but I love how he gave himself in that song. It was amazing. Now we move to Team Leola, the people I like to call the Shakers. And starting off, we have Gideon singing Runaway by Style Plus.
You'll never find the words.
I would like to say it was good. One thing I like about Gideon is how he switches. His voice is something that's why Waji calls him my mentor. He knows how to switch.
My mentor!
For me, I expected a little movement from Gideon. He was really like just there and singing. I expected if I could run, as in like some shaking, but his voice had life and I would give it to him. The next talent from Team Leola is Mike Frost, who says he just wants to come and enjoy singing Still the One.
We knew we get there someday.
From the moment this guy opened his mouth, I loved the song. Mike Frost had me.
We beat the odds.
During his interview, he said he just wanted to enjoy the song and just sing it. I love the fact that he did enjoy it, and not only did he enjoy it, praise did enjoy it. I enjoyed it. I would say that our calm performer got us. Moving on to the next performance, Auntie Leola is Para Jason singing Heal the World by Michael Jackson. I was scared about the instrumental at the beginning of his performance. I was like, God, please, no. Para Jason went from English to Yoruba. The best part, it went, hi! Oh my God, like, I like how the judges were just like, you know what, Spirit, just take this. And I would also like to state that I really love the vibe of Ice Prince. I feel that he's very supportive. He's there to just enjoy himself. And while he's doing that, he's passing the best vibes. And I really love it. Now, still talking Team Leola, we have Manuel, who is singing Mona Lisa, who's ready to dance. Because I know this guy always brings dance. Instrumentals, vibes, check. I now get when the coaches at the beginning of the voice talked about the essence of pronouncing every word while you're performing. It makes that performance more enjoyable. I could hear the words as Manuel was singing. Apart from the gesticulations, the way he was dancing and moving all around, he paid attention to pronouncing his words. And for me, I think that's what made his performance really enjoyable. Now we're moving on to the second half and welcoming Team Nato C. Now this team, sometimes they impress me. Other times I'm like, what's happening here?
There's nothing but the rain.
Queen Jasper singing I'm With You.
Anyone trying to find me?
When I say I have something to say, I have something to say.
Taking me somewhere new.
This is her song. Remember last week when I did a review on Queen Jasper's performance, I said I felt like that was not her song at all. But I can confidently tell you that this lady chose the song for her this time. And that's the essence of picking songs that suit your voice. Like she was just basking in the awesomeness of that music. I loved her performance. I feel like she just took us on a journey. Now, still on Team Nato C, we have Brian singing one of my faves, Shape of My Heart by Backstreet Boys. Okay. So this is what I'm going to say. I fully heard the beauty of Brian's voice during this performance. Again, the essence of singing songs that best suit your voice. Like from last week, you will see the difference between Brian's performance last week and then this week. It's better. I mean, like that's the song for him.
I feel like exploded because I have so much.
Nicole singing From This Moment. See, I do sometimes, I usually infuse movies into music, but I love the way she looked. She was giving a lot of Bridgerton vibes. If you have not watched this, oh well. She was giving more of Queen Charlotte. Her singing was good. But I also felt like the tone was a bit low. I feel like Nicole is a fighter, but that tone was a bit low for me while I was listening to her performance. Still talking Team Nato C is my friend from far away, Asiola, singing Someone You Loved by Louis Capaldi. A subtle start. Okay, being honest, I would say that Adiola's performance was fair. She's somebody I'm really proud of because when she started, she had a little bit of, not sure about certain things when it comes to her. But I love how she has grown. However, for this performance, I would give her like a 6 or 7 over 10 because I feel like it was fair. Now we're moving on to the last but not the least for today when it comes to The Voice Nigeria, and that is Team Waje. Starting off is Mars singing Champion by Fireboy. See, let me tell you something. Take Mars and versatility. You have 5 and 6.
See, I'm a legend in the making, I'm a champion. If you look, you go see.
This guy! Love his voice, love his texture, love his courage. Mars is one of the biggest talents on Team Waji. I can't even imagine that team without Mars. I can't even imagine this show without Mars because the way this guy just comes and switches, I don't know. I mean, he was giving me the vibe I needed. That guy is good, hands down. Now, moving on, we have Matthew.
Red roses too.
Hello, Matthew. If anything, I am very proud of how far Matthew has come. I mean, who would have thought? I know I said this before. Nigerians like difference. Now, the thing about Nigerians is it might take us a minute or two to be able to adjust, but sometimes we like something different from the norm, and that's what's happening with Matthew. Now, still talking Team Waje, we have Ikonde. Somehow, for a competition, I kind of felt that the song was a bit drag. Ikonde has the voice. Honestly, that guy, you look at him and you'll be like, I'm not sure. But when this guy opens his mouth, he just has the voice.
Bless.
It's how, at some point, Waji had to come up to Ikonde and give him a hug. And this guy was like, hard guy, don't cry, hard guy. But guys, let me know whose performance you really loved, who really impressed you, who are you looking forward to going to the finals, who are you voting for? I would like to know in the comment section. Honestly, like I said at the beginning, 7.5 or 8/10 is what I'm giving this episode. It just had a lot of good performances for me. I really did not have any regrets watching it. But let me know what you think down there in the comment section. Till next time, I got you with more right here on my channel. Do not forget to subscribe and of course share this love everywhere you go. Remember to enjoy every moment. Bye.